over my long career of reviewing things on YouTube, I've reviewed a lot of feminists. Lily Singh, you know, I've reviewed a lot of feminists, and they've all been women. It's been a common theme here, and their thesis is usually men bad. You know what I mean? So I was curious about the different breed, the male feminists. So I've acquired some on TikTok. So I'm wondering, are they going to continue the theme of men bad? Because that wouldn't really make sense because they are men. Or are they going to look at it from a different angle? So we're going to be reviewing a couple of male feminists here. And, you know, we're just going to see how they are, what they do, and what their message is all about. So I think we're going to have a great time today. Let me, before I start, say my stance on, you know, misogyny of women. Obviously, I made a joke video an hour long about my problem with women. My thesis wasn't that women are bad. It's just that I don't really understand their actions and decision making. It wasn't a hateful video or anything. I like to think that everyone deserves equal rights and opportunities, but, you know, at the same time, you do have to recognize the differences in actions and decision making. With that being said, let us begin. This first video has 23 million views by Maya and Hunter. So let's see.
Sorry, tough guys. It's part 2 of a day in the life of a stay-at-home husband.
I'm intimidated already.
Misogyny at the door, I mean it.
Nah.
It's the weekend, so you know I gotta let my queen sleep in, so I make her some pancakes. She likes them with chocolate chippies in them. After I flip the script on the gender norm, she wakes up to a hot plate of pancakes. On Sundays we strip the sheets, and then I load the dishwasher. Next, I borrow my wife's credit card and I go get some groceries. I check those eggs. Check out, make my way home, and put the groceries away. The fridge organized with all her favorite drinks and snacks, and then I take the trash out to where the men go. Don't strain yourself, queen.
Do you just say the men go in the trash?
Follow to end the patriarchy.
Okay, we're gonna pause here. Couple problems here. So first, stay-at-home husband. Okay, stay-at-home dad, that's one thing, because you're actually taking care of a child. Stay-at-home husband, you're literally just staying at home, not working. All the things you showed in this video was like an hour max. You were like, I made her breakfast, I went to the store, I took the trash out where the men are, because men are trash. Like, that takes you an hour tops. What do you do the rest of the 15 hours that you're awake? If you're a stay-at-home dad, that's fine. The woman makes the money, you take care of the kid. That makes sense. But you're just staying at home, not doing anything. Oh, boo-hoo, you do chores for an hour. Wow, you're really killing the patriarchy. It really seems like you're killing the economy by not working. That's all I'm seeing. Like, I don't get it. Like, are you trying to prove that men can just not work and have it be some sort of statement? Again, I want to state, I have no problem with the idea of a stay-at-home dad if you're taking care of the kid. But you're inventing a term, stay-at-home husband. You're not a stay-at-home husband. You're jobless. Go get a job.
Go fetch me something to read.
Oh, okay. How about this?
So, Hunter apparently is his name. So, male feminist review, 2.6 out of 10. He seems like a nice enough guy, but I feel like he's just using the term stay-at-home husband as an excuse to not work, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense here. So next up, we got, this is Mr. VDK.
For gender equality and my daily journey, I mean, I am also on my own internal journey to understand my own internal
Well, that's good for you.
And how the patriarchy has affected my worldview and behaviors.
It's a lot of words.
What's interesting is that while I am a man and while I am speaking about these things, do you know who does not follow me? Other men. So
I wonder why.
First, current followers, majority ladies, shout out to the powerhouse ladies.
Yes, women are amazing and men are awful.
Section, let me know why you think guys won't follow my account. Is it because that I'm a little mean sometimes?
Are you?
Is it because the jokes are not really for everybody? What do you think? Let's hear your honest thoughts. Why don't these guys want to follow and talk about gender equality? And to the non-existent male followers, you let me know in the comments. I need a real reason.
Okay.
I want to see.
So, I'm seeing an issue here. His first statement is, why don't men follow me? I talk about gender equality. All this serious stuff about internalizing the patriarchy and stuff. And then the second part, he's like, well, maybe it's because they don't like my jokes. Like, are you a joke account or are you an actual feminist account? Like, you can't be both. Like, it doesn't make sense. Also, let's go back to the first.
Everybody. As you know, I'm on a daily journey for gender equality, and by daily journey, I mean I am also on my own internal journey to understand my own internalized misogyny and how the patriarchy has affected my worldview and behaviors.
What does that entail? Like, you just wake up and you're like, why do I suck as a man? Why am I a man and it's awful. Like, what does that journey entail? Like, you just wake up and decide to try to understand why you suck? Like, I don't understand that. Let's see another video from him.
Can we just take a moment and imagine what the world might look like if men enjoyed dancing just for the sake of dancing and not for like the predatorial hunt to find that sweet, sweet booty?
Men, is it predatorial to dance?
Or bar, and there's dancing. It's just a bunch of dudes, and they're all friends, and they're just dancing. They're not looking, they're not prowling, they're not being predatorial. They're just like, jam, jam, jam.
You've never been to a party?
Bro, how was therapy today? Heavy, we worked through some generational trauma. Turns out I've been treating people like shit because I was projecting hardcore. Yeah, man, I hear that.
I don't know where you go. First off, I'd like to state that I have been to parties. I go to college. There are men who just dance. I don't know what kind of back alley nightclubs you go to where every man's like, because I haven't experienced that. And then I don't know why you expect men to be like, internalized misogyny, yeah! Because that's also not a thing.
This song is fucking lit. Because then it's about dancing, which is awesome. And if you want to dance with somebody else, like in an attractive or like sexy way, then like you can do it, but it's not the default.
Okay.
Because like,
yeah, this isn't doing it for me. Yeah, people dance, guys dance. Have you never seen? I don't think he's ever been to a party. I think he's only ever seen like feminist movies where all the men are trying to like seduce women. Doesn't make sense to me. I dance. I love dancing. Just get Way Too Sexy on by Drake, Future, and Young Thug, and you will catch me dancing. But regardless, this doesn't really make sense. So, Mr. VDK, DK, I'm gonna rate this guy a 1.5 out of 10 based off of the 2 videos I watched. I don't know if he's ever experienced life before, but he's kind of just throwing words at us. So, this last guy, there is a big issue with this last guy. Turtleneck emo. When I found this out about him, I was horrified. He's British. So this is going to be a really tough one off the bat because I already don't like him. But we're going to see.
You'll hear a lot of misogynistic men pray that they don't have a daughter. It's because they know it's easier to pass down misogyny than it is to raise a potential victim of it.
No. So let me explain this to you, Turtleneck emo. The reason that men don't want a daughter and they prefer to have a son is because men understand what it's like to grow up being a man. So they'd rather be in a position to raise another man, someone they understand. And men don't understand what goes through women's minds. So it would be a lot harder for a guy to raise a girl than it would to raise a guy. A man wants to give their child the best upbringing they can. So they'd rather bring up someone who they can actually understand and relate to, not because we are misogynists and hate women. This guy is very British and very annoying, so let's see another one.
Have you ever wondered why so many misogynistic men misinterpret politeness from women as flirting?
Why are you
Well,
off
simple,
rip
it's
like
because they
calling
can't
us
imagine
misogynists?
themselves showing a standard level of decency to a woman unless it was because they were pursuing them sexually.
Okay, so the reason that a lot of guys misinterpret women being nice as flirting is because a lot of the times these are not misogynistic men, just men who aren't great at talking to women. So when a woman shows them like niceness, they think it might be flirting because they don't talk to women a lot, and a lot of time women aren't nice to them back. This is not a result of like misogyny somehow. It's just a result of men needing to go outside and touch grass, you know? So I don't really know where you're pulling this from, that you're a misogynist if you misinterpret signals. And there have been many a times in my life, many a times, where I have a polite, casual conversation with a girl, and I later find out that she was flirting with me like a day later, and they're like, why didn't you read the signal? Because I don't know! I don't know what you're saying to me. I don't understand the signals. If you like me, just tell me you like me. Stop making me read into it. Went on a little bit of a tangent right there. I apologize for my raising of volumes. But yeah, Turtleneck emo, combined with his bad views and the fact that he's British, we're giving him a 0.4 out of 10. And that's going to do it for this video because I'm already angry. So that was Male Feminist on TikTok. Let me know what you think about each one of these fine young men in the comments below. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.